tags were pulled and they were politely escorted off the site. So, I mean, you're going to run in, and unless there's some real good pre-planning done on how to credential people, you're going to run into some of these problems.
How do you transition between that? You obviously, you have to transition yourself between being an administrator and being someone who can totally...
That was the hardest part for me, because I was down there to do ministry, and I couldn't do a lot of ministry because I was doing a lot of administrative stuff on trying to clear up some of the problems that we were having with people who were credentialed the wrong way and who were on site. And I dealt with some anger on that. That really frustrated me, that I wasn't able to minister to my officers because I was tied so much in doing the administrative part, not only with our officers but with the military chaplains that we'd brought on board, and getting them scheduled and seeing that they were where they needed to be. At a certain point, that just happens. But it's work that has to be done. You have to coordinate those people, or they're, again, just running around like loose cannons. And the more loose cannons we had, the more problems we had. One of the things that happened to us is we had an FBI agent that brought one of our chaplains up and said to my wife, who managed the chaplain's corner where we brought the clergy in and made them sign in and told them where they could go work and asked them to come back and do an after-action report, and so we could debrief them, and to manage the ones that we had there. He brought one in and said, "Is this one of your chaplains?" We said, "Yeah, it is." Said, "Well, this is very unprofessional." Phil said, "What do you mean?" Well, they'd just gotten the hard hats. They were grabbing hard hats anywhere they could get one. And they were taking a magic marker and just writing chaplain across the hard hat and putting a cross on it. So that's really not very... How do we really know? Anybody can get a hat and take a magic marker and put a cross on it and write chaplain. So I said, you know, how do we know? I said, well, probably one of the reasons you know if they're a real chaplain or not is the way they spell chaplain. If they spell it C-H-A-P-L-I-N, they probably aren't a real chaplain. So, I mean, we kind of laughed about that. But basically what we had to do is we had to go buy some stickers, and we put those stickers on helmets, and we color-coded them so that today the color was yellow. So if they had a sticker on their hat that was a yellow cross and said chaplain, we knew that they had reported into the command post and that they were legitimate and they were supposed to be down there. So if somebody kept their helmet from the day before and the color yesterday was blue, and they show up and they get back on site with a blue helmet, then we pretty well know.
Have you ever had a situation where you didn't have enough chaplains?
No, no. I tell you another lesson we learned too. We will never again call local clergy chaplains. They're different. When a person has the name chaplain, you assume that they've had some professional training in that specialty. Whether it be a hospital chaplain, they've had some CPE, they're used to work with trauma, or they're